my own video right now. There it is. Good morning and happy Wednesday to everybody. Cheers. Prayer book. I'm not late. I'm right on time. I'm precisely on time. And Chubby Hubby's here. And Wa's here. And Pray Bro is here. Is everyone here? I'm here. Are you here? We're here. I think we're here. All right. And there's the bear. Hey, bear. Everyone's here. All right. Cheers. Good morning or afternoon or whatever it is, wherever you are. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to look at Tiger Eyes here and Andrew's here. We're going to look at some tumbled rocks and Angie's here. I might even play my bass a little. Boots here. The Spicy Ghost is here. Everybody's here. And there's Chris. They just keep coming. Hello, everyone. So if you guys saw my community post, there is another Prairie Kid Rocks collaboration video in the making. And I'm very excited to present that to you guys. He did a lot better job holding the camera the right way this time. He maybe still moved a little bit fast, but he's doing a lot better and at filming for us. Hi, Jennifer. And they discovered some really cool stuff that I just can't wait to get into on the video with you guys. So no more spoilers, and you'll have to wait to see more of that when it comes out. The interview of the paleontologist was an absolute disaster. I obviously suck at interviews. I did exactly what my kid's doing. I just like went through it so fast that it was hard to keep up almost even, but it was really a fun time, and that was a fun video to make too. My extinction event, I thought it was hilarious. I'm glad a few of you did as well. What else do we know? Oh, goodness. All kinds of stuff. I mean, it's busy. Maybe fast is how the youngins like the videos, and we're just old farts, says moi. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and Andrew says it was great. I'm not sure if he's talking about the video or something else. Looks like probably the video. And yeah, so there's a lot going on with the music and the band lately and coming up. And it's weird because the last 2 times the band has played, it messed my days up in the week. Yes, the video, says Andrew. And I had a moment last week. I had told my coworker that if she came in an hour for me on Saturday so that I could get over and do that fossil fun thing, that I would come in, an hour or so for her on Wednesday. And on Monday, like Monday afternoon, I had a shocking, like, oh my gosh moment. I was like, shoot, did I just forget about my coworker? Like, I think I forgot all about her. Oh God, I feel like crap. And then I realized, it's just Monday. It's not even Wednesday yet. And so remember, I had a little dot on my hand to remind me to not forget about my coworker last week. And then we went and played again. And I did it again. I was getting off work yesterday, which is my Friday. And I was like, woohoo, it's Friday. And even for a couple of moments throughout my day, I was like, it's Karen tonight. It's Karen tonight. It's Friday. It's Karen tonight. And then I realized just because it's my Friday doesn't mean that it's everybody's Friday and that it's only just Tuesday. So that was weird. That was weird twice for me. I'm with you, Bear. I'm with you. I like to be able to see everything. And somebody had made comment last week that especially if it's dark, the camera can't actually focus as fast. And so we're really not getting a focused image of anything if he's swinging the camera around. But he's trying and he is learning and actually learning really quick. So I think you guys will see. He's got a video too that he starts and He's looking straight up the side of the mountain, and then he's like, oh yeah, this way, this way, this way, this way. And he turned the camera around the right way for us. So he's getting it. And did I say hi to Tiger Eye when they came in? Now they're leaving. Oh, no, they're not. I thought it said be right back. It says Rocky Mountain Bear is what it says. Welcome, Tiger Eye. So yeah, the music thing it's never done that to me before, but all of a sudden it's doing that to me. It's making me lose track of my days. And everyone's just still saying their highs. And Rufo's sorting topaz while he watches. Boy, there's worse things you could be doing for sure. For sure. Let's see. Right. Excuse me as I get real close. Okay. Right here. I've got the new Centerline album by Cole Kleiner and the Slow Rollers. Of course, my copy's autographed. Hey there, Joseph. He's lurking while he's working. And it's got 5 original songs on it. The only thing that could have made this album any better is if he'd have put his original song called The Hills on here. It's not on here. Otherwise, all the rest of my favorite Cole Kleinert songs are on here. I mean, most of them anyway. And this was recorded down at Arlen Studios in Texas this last summer. So not this one, but the one right before it. And it's not me and my drummer on there. We did not go. We actually, hey, Daniel Plays with Rocks. We actually did some shows and donated our tips and things like that to Cole so that he could go and record this album down in Texas. Somebody said, I like the pic on the cover of that album. Thank you. Yeah, he just did a music video sort of thing. A local photographer did some work with him, and I shared that on my community page, a link to that video. So if you guys want to go watch that, feel free. It's really kind of cool. King of the Hill to watch us. That's funny. It's a small world, huh, Rufo? Anyway, he did take the steel guitar player that we recorded here in Chester with, down there with him. So there's a Montana steel guitar player on here as well. But otherwise, it was guys that were in the studio that play on this album. But it's songs that we play, songs that Cole wrote. I don't know how he writes songs either, because I can't. I am not as capable in that department as he is, that's for sure. So we're going to listen to this, and I don't care if I get a copyright strike or not, but we're going to listen to it. I might even play along a little bit, and we're going to look at some Tumbles stuff that came out of the Tumbler. Important part of every day is the Joe. All right, let's see. And I'm just not drinking out of my Karen cup today. It's, you know, that's not the cup I grabbed today. But the best part of waking up is drinking from your Karen cup. So go get a Karen cup if you haven't got one already. My fancy headgear. Set that aside. Let's see. Do we have power? No, we don't. Yeah, glad you made it, Daniel. Glad you made it, Angie. Glad you made it, Chris, Jennifer, Boo, Bear, Ma, Chubby Hubby. Glad everyone is here. I was obviously really prepared for today's live, wasn't I? I was precisely on time and really prepared. Okay. All All right. So the name of the album is Centerline. And, you know, he's walking down the center line of the road here. So the first song on this album is Centerline, and I'm going to excuse myself for just a moment. And I'm going to go put that on. Angie, well, I'm glad I can offer you an alternative since you sleep at night like normal people should. Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Me too, Jennifer. She says she's so thankful that my lives get us all together. I said it 10 times. And live before I end up dying. Okay, I'm gonna turn you guys around while we listen. And we're gonna look. And I know I gotta put myself in gear and leave behind this highway. There we go. Ah, sorry about that. It's gonna be all right if I just follow my heart and that center line. Which one should we look at first, guys? Does it count if you don't sleep? Andrew, that's a good question because I'm right there with you on that one. Let's get the big red one first. Let's get all the red ones first. Oh, thank you, Angie. I do love a big pile of pretty rocks. Thank you, Sandmaker. And I know I gotta put myself in gear and leave behind these highway tears. Some red ones. I almost dropped them in my coffee cup. I want to put them back in the Tupperware. Tupperware. I use that term loosely as this is a sour cream container. I almost dropped it in my coffee though. And that center line. This one had a problem. A little bit of a blowout. Just follow my heart. That center line. Ooh, look, you can see my sweaty fingerprints on there. Gross. Sorry, guys. Isn't that fun, though? The name of this song is Make the Dough. I said a prayer that the bitch will run. Ooh, language. Didn't plug it in. I've been giving love to all the white rocks lately. I decided I better give some love to the black rocks too. It's a cold day in Montana. Long sleeves, bandana. I don't think so, Andrew. I don't know what it is, though, but I don't believe it's a hematite. Highway to by now. It's like my daddy said not so long ago. You gotta move some grain to make the dough. That's pretty, isn't it? Interesting. Lava bison. What are we gonna look at next? Excuse me. Day is done. I'm gonna begin the son of a gun. It's a cold day in Montana. Hey, Shroom Day. We're listening to my band's new album. It's like, oops, I got the words wrong, but yeah, let me show you real quick for those popping in. Boo-doo. So we're listening to the album Centerline by Cole Kleinert and the Slow Rollers. Like I said, I can't write songs. I'm glad he can. You gotta move some grain to make the dough. You gotta move some grain to make the dough. Oh, come on. I just want to do the zoomy thing. There we go. This is not my favorite song. I mean, it's a great song, but when we recorded this in the studio, we played it like 1,000 times, and I'm so kind of over it after that. And it's a heartbreak song. I don't like heartbreak songs as much as I do good ones. Let us know again how to get the album. Jennifer, if you want an album, you just let me know. They're $15. Pay the shipping. I will get you one. All the people I thought were my friends, well, they all just moved away. Sit here next to you and just drink my life away. Or I could go back to Portland. Good to know ya, c'est la vie. Oh, a little cutie. Just pour my heart out in this song. The name of this song is Back to Portland. No pressure to it. Don't know what you're doing here. Yeah, for sure, Jennifer. A little piece of jewelry in the making, right? There was actually quite a bit of pet wood in this load. You could go back from Portland. Good to see you, finally. Come back from Portland. Good to see you, finally. Yeah, I likes the Petwoods. I was when I should have been sleeping last night and wasn't. I was shining a flashlight through these little sons of guns because, you know, it's a cool thing to do. This is probably one of my favorite songs on the album. And the way only pretty girl can. Do you miss me too? I definitely want to come back to that comment that Lava Bison just made about the rockfall. Here, we'll do it during this musical intermission here. Yes, we camped, there was a rock slide, I thought I was gonna die, and that's where the name Prairie Girl Rocks came from, Prairie Girl for life. Can I see where that would... I could see, yeah. Then it was scary as hell to say the least. The same way it felt when your love became more famine than feast. Ooh, that's a good line, isn't it? Who wears his heart on his sleeve? I had no choice but to break down in grief. Do you miss me too? Are we really through? And there's nothing that I can do. But do you miss me too? Are we really through? And there's nothing that I can do. Aren't they beautiful, Jennifer? A lot of Petwood in this load. Nothing wrong with that though. You guys will never believe this. Cole named that song Do You? It got me singing big comeback song. I don't know what this is, but it's hot. I'll make damn sure you never have to sleep alone. Me too, Andrew. Why won't you just bet on me? Just a little of your loving will set me free. Hey, Wyo, give me a chance. Show the man I can be. Give you a reason to bet on me. Like little jelly beans, aren't they? The name of this song is Long Shot. It might be a real long shot. You'll hear it in the song. Oh, I like that one. Why does it feel like so many lifetimes have passed? I'm making their way back to your loving arms. Why won't you just bet on me? A little of your loving will set me free. Give you a chance, show me man you can be. Give you a reason. That one's wild, huh? It might be a real long shot, dialing you up tonight. You know I'll make it right. Why won't you just bet on me? A little of your loving can set me free. Wow, we're listening to my band's album. Give you a reason to bet on me. Give you a reason to bet on me. Oh, we're getting down to like my last three here. Saved my favorite two for last. Ooh, look at all the juicy, agate goodness on this side of this one. Woo! Thanks, Wyo. Yeah, our lead guitar wrote all of these songs and then went down to Arlen, Texas and recorded it. Or Arlen Studios in Texas, or however that works. There's a little agate pocket in this one, and I love it. I love how spotty it is, too. It's a pretty, pretty piece of petwood. Everybody, give a round of applause to Cole. That was a darn good album he wrote there. Like I say, the only one missing, in my opinion, that would have made that my favorite album in the whole wide world is The Hills. He wrote a song called The Hills. And of course, we talk a lot about the hills on this channel, don't we? If we're not talking about the prairie, we're talking about the hills. This might be my favorite one. Yeah, in The Hills, it's a good song. He sings, "My old man and his man too grew up in this land with the hills for a view." Thanks, Wyo. Thanks, Angie. Wyo says nice polish. Angie says good music. Yeah, there's a couple of, like, you know, single liners in Cole's songs there that just knock my socks off. Like, I made comment when that one was playing that, thanks, Shahik. When that one song was playing and it says, that jumping off was scary as hell to say the least. You know, falling in love was scary as hell to say the least, but it was the same way that it felt when the love became more famine than feast. Woohoo! Hello, Cole. That's not nothing, guys. I mean, that's grade A songwriting, in my opinion. So, we did that. We had Tumbles What else did I have going on today? I don't even remember. It wasn't a whole lot. I've been doing music and editing videos, and I really wanted to get onto the flat lap last night. I even got the little table set up over here to set up the flat lap, and then I wound up playing music all night instead. I do get a kick out of that Do You song. It's actually a lot of fun to play. Prairie Kid, question mark? Question mark. Jeff's here? Really? Well, hello, Jeff, whether you're here or not. Oh, is also a Jeff. Got it. Jeff, hello and welcome. Yeah, the Do You song, it's actually, it's a lot of fun to play. Ooh, I need to tighten that peg down there. I can hear it. Over and over. Ah! That's a fun one. The other one, it's fun too, though. It's I have to think. Oh, let's see. So yeah, I mean, it's not, overly exciting, just the bass alone, but it is a lot of fun. Some of those are a lot of fun. I like the G songs. My G strings are both really badly out of tune. Trying to find a note here that matches the G up there. Anyway, like I say, it's not overly exciting on the bass, any of those songs, but I do enjoy it. Like I say, the Do You, whoops. How can you not? Do you miss me too? How could you not just have a blast playing that? Oh, are you kidding me, Soundmaker? Let it out of your head. I would like to see you give that a try. And welcome, Let's Be Rockin'. Yes, let's be rockin'. Whether it's actual music or rocks. I mean, Prairie Girl Rocks is, it goes both ways. I rock, and rocks. What else did I miss? Yeah, welcome to the party. This is the welcome to my living room. And thanks for hanging out. This is just the usual Wednesday hanging out in my living room. Why would I ever want to go anywhere or do anything else? Rockception, exactly. Guitar and banjo for you, Sandmaker, huh? I'm not a very good guitar player. I tried and tried and tried and tried and tried some more, and it just never agreed with me. I do like my bass, though. It suits me just fine. Except I couldn't have picked a bigger instrument to play. And John is here. Welcome, John. What did Jennifer remind you of? I missed that. Facts, says Angie. That's a huge violin. Are you shrinking? That was cool when we played at the barn dance. And there was that dude playing the fiddle with us. That was wild. That was super weird. You know, we just started playing, and all of a sudden I could hear his instrument just, you know, crying along with the rest of the band. And it was really kind of bizarre. I started kind of looking to hear where the noise was coming from, and then to watch him play. I could have taken up the pipe organ. You are right about that. Or the grand piano. I've been known to plunk a tune or two out. It's not good, but I can play it. I can play a lot of instruments, not well. I can read music, which helps me to play a lot of instruments, but not well. And the Opal guy. Thank you for reminding everybody to do the thing with the button. Or the bagpipes, says Rocky Mountain Bear. Yeah. I don't know if I'm Scottish or Celtic enough for that. I play rocks the best too, Sandmaker. For sure. Under the table session with the slow rollers, says Jennifer. Yeah, it's been a minute, hasn't it? Excuse me. And what happens under the table stays under the table. Thank you, John. Oh, thank you so much, John. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that was fun. I do agree, Jennifer. That was fun. Thank you, Lava Bison, for earworming me with that. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Maybe that'll cheer him up a little bit. See you. They're getting... Get a tuba. Jeff, aren't you funny? Aren't you funny? Actually, trumpets and tubas and baritones, any of the instruments that you have to go into, I cannot play. I never could make my mouth do that and sound good. More power to trumpet players and tuba players who can, in fact, do that, because I cannot. I can't play the kid's mouth harp very good either. Like, that's way out of my realm as well. Memberships galore. You guys are great. You guys are great. I actually have some members only video stuff that I want to put out too. Still haven't put out some botanical stuff. I gotta fill up my cup up. And I'll go walk by and start that thing again, and maybe I'll hop up and play a few. I'll turn it down a little too, because it was maybe a bit much. No, we don't want track 5 or 3. We want 1, if you don't mind. Thank you. Okay. As I talk to my electronics and you guys get to witness it. Shorter than the last. Yeah. It does feel even weird, doesn't it? Yeah. To play those instruments. I play a lot of other instruments, so reeded, woodwind, but not the... Leave behind those highway tears. I'll be right back. See, I was wrong. I was way wrong. It is Arlen Studios in Austin, Texas. Angie, you're so sweet. Agreed, John. And I sucked at it, said Wyo. Yes, Opal, I am truly an instrument. Myself at all. It's gonna be all right. Follow my heart, center. I should tune this, because that's bad. I wanted to ask too. The bitch will run, 'cause it's 10 below and I didn't plug it in. Do you guys have that issue where you live? Does everybody know what we're talking about? Man's getting pissed. Does everybody in the chat know what it's like to wake up and your rig doesn't start because you didn't plug it in? Because you didn't plug the block heater in? Really, Angie? I actually inherited my grandpa's clarinet, and I did not say you. I said that was the coolest thing ever, and played that son of a gun. I'm trying to figure this shit out. You have an electric tuner or by ear? Yeah, I have an electric tuner. Built in. This is a preamp and also a tuner. And my sound peg on the bottom is still loose. Up and down the high line. Hey, Vicky. My brain is off today. Cold day, Montana. I know, I'm so excited that Vicky's here. Could be rolling round probably too by now. Yeah, everybody do have a good 4th. And you have a great day with your grandkids. Let's be rockin'. Move some grain, make the dough. Yeah, was she off for the holiday? Is that what's going on, Jeff and Vicky? Are you off for the holiday? That's so cool. You had like one chance to get in here. Do it. What's next? Make the dough. Is it do you? No, of Portland again. Ugh. I can't find it slips my mind like words do. G, it says C. I can't remember. Let's all keep our eyes and fingers attached, please. No promises. The good news is it's been good and wet here. Like there's absolutely no fear of starting a fire out here this year, which is definitely not been the case in all years past. It was just a couple years ago. It was really windy and they actually put a fireworks ban out because of the wind. Thank you, Tiger. And my neighbors started doing fireworks and I was like, well, shoot, if they're gonna do it, then I'll go over and do it with them. And I was letting some of the little kids do it. I have a little box, had a little Tupperware box of like little kid stuff. And I was letting the little kids have fun with them. And it was just a little fountain. And it was shooting little sparks and fireballs. And the wind came and tipped it over. And it shot a fireball right into that tote that I had. And that son of a gun just started going off. And we all scattered. And it was very exciting. Hi, Josh. It was very, very exciting. I go to this party in Kevin every year. I'm going again this year. I might, if I get good service, I may do a live for members. Yeah, we haven't had any here yet. I'm actually kind of surprised. Yeah, we had another year where, as the grand finale, the guy that hosts the party got a firework, like an illegal firework. Well, not illegal, but you had to have a permit to use it, and he does not have a permit. And it went real south real fast, and everyone was running around putting little fires out. And I had brought a friend of mine, and she was like, that was a very exciting fireworks show. It got very interactive. Everybody had to get involved. And I was like, yeah. Thank you, Josh. So, you just never know. That backwards. I love this song. Falling, it was scary as hell to say the least. I sang and I did it backwards. The same way I felt when your love became more famine than feast. Kind of guy who wears his heart on his sleeve. I can't pay attention. I can't do it. No choice but break down and grieve. Fuck, I screwed it up again. miss me too. Thanks, Angie. Oh. Awesome. Oh, you guys are the best. Got me singing. This is that G song I love to play so much. Make damn sure you never have to sleep alone. Just bet on me. Just a little of your love then set me free. Just give me a chance. Show me where I can be. Give you a reason to bet on me. Hey Joseph, do you remember the bridge? Remember that it was E and A and D and G? Remember that? That I was studying in the truck that one day? I don't remember. And my notes way over there. I saw you last. Something's still out of tune. It's alright. I'm over it. Feel like so many lifetimes have passed. Why won't you just bet on me? Just a little of your love and set me free. Give me a chance. Fuck. Give you a reason. Here comes the bridge. Ah. Fuck. I don't know. I got the first two notes right, but everybody all together, ready? Why won't you just bet on me? Yeah. Love your love and set me free. Give me a chance. Give you a reason to bet on me. Give you a reason to bet on me. And I haven't seen Cindy here yet today, but to all my Canadian friends who've already had their Independence Day, Happy Canada Day. The moisture in the air makes my bass play real low. I was gonna say about that earlier, we had that fiddle player play with us, which was kind of wild because we've never had that before. And I had asked him, I was like, is that a fretless little freak too? And he was like, what? And I said, fretless, is it fretless too? And I looked and I was like, sure is. How do you know where to put your fingers? And he said, same way you do. You just use your ear and you just know where to put your fingers. And I told him, I said, well, mine is literally as spaced out naturally as your fingers would be. You always never play upright bass with your ring finger. It goes down because it makes the right space between the notes. So, you know, literally stepping down and then shift one and repeat. Of course, you wouldn't be sitting down usually to do that, but and then same thing, every time you want to move a note up from here, you just shift one finger position. So you could, I usually play a lot up here in this first fret or whatever. But if you were going to play a song that was, way more up here, then it would be, convenient to kind of leave your hand in that position until you move into the next, and then you're going to leave your hand in that position. So anyway, I was like, how do you play your little fiddle there? Because for me, it's as your hand naturally spreads, open position, and then as the fingers fall, that's a bit wide. As your fingers fall is where the next note is at. And then shift one. Right? And he was like, same way. And I was like, nah, because yours is so tiny. There's no way. But it was very interesting to watch him. It was very interesting. Absolutely, Vicky. Do we do bluegrass? We do bluegrass and all kinds of old stuff too. One of my favorite things on the bass is the double slap. Or I'd be able to sing and play. You guys know the words, don't you? And yeah, I mean, what other kind of stuff? I mean, yeah, everything. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. I'm gonna get a copyright strike. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. And I know, I barely have enough room to spin my bass. I know. Hey, I shouldn't leave young thing alone, 'cause ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. All kinds of good music, I need to make an album of cover songs, Jennifer. You've been saying you've got something for me, something you call love, but confess honestly don't know what the next note is. Boots made for walking, something like that. That's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Yeah, good song, says Angie. Again, if I could just remember words. It's the words that is so hard for me. Oh, no way. Is it for real? Is it really? Just a different rhythm or what? Smoke on the water. Oh, yeah, I like some of them older artists. Earth Shakes. Such a good one. It sounds like a good one. I sent Karen one last night. It's Prospector Blues. It's talking about getting the gold out of the mountain. And if you let me out of here before the mountain collapses on me, I swear I'll never look for gold ever again. I'll just call it good. Yeah. So I like a story that either tells a song that tells a good story, or that's, fun to play, fun to sing along. I like a song that either invokes a really good energy, a good mood, a good feeling, or actually takes you to a place. Like I say, there are some good songs. I don't know, you guys listen to any Guy Clark or anything, but honest to God, like Guy Clark can write a song that'll send shivers up and down your spine. And that's very interesting to me. And I can't remember who said this quote. Otherwise, I would fully give credit. But somebody once said, a good songwriter comforts the disturbed and disturbs the comfortable. So I kind of agree with that. Like, if you can really take somebody to a different place that they weren't just a few minutes ago, a place in their mind and their emotions that they weren't just a little bit ago, if you can actually hook people enough to make them have that experience, that's a good song. That's a song well written. Or like I say, if it tells a good story, or sometimes a good story will make the hair stand up on your neck. Ah, there. That peg is not loving me today down there. I don't know what its deal is. Doesn't want to stay put at all. And I'm easily disturbed. Oh, yeah. Oftentimes I use music to help make sense of the chaos in my world. Somehow or another, it just kind of does. One life will do, guys. You got some great suggestions here. Yeah, rocking on a prairie. 2 different kinds of rocks, like I say, the rock rocks and the rock rocks. And Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, I wish I could take more credit for the band songs. It's just literally Cole's doing. He wrote all those songs and then many, 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 many more. He's got enough to make a couple albums. But those are the ones that were recorded in studio. So those are the ones that have been, professionally sound balanced and all of that stuff. But yeah, kind of a fun thing. I don't, like I say, I can barely remember the words to songs I've been listening to since I was 6 years old, I mean, Boots Are Made for Walking. Me and my grandma used to sing that together when we drove around getting groceries when I was a little kid, I can barely remember the words to that song, let alone make up words to a song and remember them. Not to say that I haven't watched Cole do it. He's been like, man, I just messed up the words to my own song. So it does happen. But give the name of the album again. The name of the album is Centerline. It's on all of the social media platforms except YouTube. So it's on iTunes and I don't know, all of those things that you can do for music. Or if you really, really need to have one of these, they're $15 each, plus you got to pay the shipping. But yeah, I have just a few more of those, and then I can get some more too. I told him, I was like, you need to send me with a few of those. Send me home with a few of those. I know that there are a lot of people who love our music, but don't stay up late enough to come out to the album release party. And I was right about that. I told him, let me take 5 CDs. That's 75 bucks. That's enough money. That's enough product for me to keep track of in one transition, one transaction. And he was like, take some more. And I was like, 5's enough. I got 2 left. So I was right. There were several here in town who were like, I couldn't make it. Did you get me a CD? Oh, thank you. All right, boots, start walking. I agree, John. That was a good ending. It is definitely a talent. Songwriting is a talent. And like I say, you know, I mean, I can remember a lot of words to a lot of songs, but there's timing. How long do you break for that instrumental, and when does that next verse start, and how did that next verse even start? If I can get started, I can usually kind of go with it. I don't think, by the way, I didn't even like my own video. Let me do that real quick. Okay, I did it. Woo. Let alone remember, like I say, once I can kind of start a verse, I can usually kind of finish it. But the mental musical library that Cole's got up in his mind is absolutely, I mean, which song do you want out of the jukebox o' Cole? A3, B7, he knows them all. It's amazing to me, the library that's in that guy's mind. I have in the past and kind of do. Moi, you guys know John Prine, and he does that song with Iris DeMitt. It's called In Spite of Ourselves. That's one that we do together quite a bit, where I do some singing. I have some other songs that every once in a while I'll remember the words to and can sing. But again, that's my issue, is I get to like the second verse and my mind goes blank. And even if it's an easy song to play and then my fingers are just mindlessly doing what they're supposed to be doing, I still stand there like, how's the next verse start? And Cole's always told me, if you don't remember, to sing the first verse again. But honestly, I get there and I'm like, how did the first verse start? I don't remember that either. So it's still such a struggle for me. You know, practice makes perfect. But, you know, I'm still a brand new bass player. I've only been playing for 3 years, not even quite 3 years. So, still a little bit of a struggle for me to get my hands to do things and my mouth and my brain all to do separate things at the same time, as, you know, tape the words on the bass. Yeah, that's a good idea, Soundmaker. That does help me to have the words in front of me. But yeah. And Karen's here, by the way. Cheers to Karen. I am not drinking out of my Karen cup today. I don't know why. This is just the cup. This is the cup I used yesterday, so I used it again today. Because I'm lazy like that. Oh, totally agree, John. Ozzy Osbourne is a millionaire and he can't remember his own name most of the time, let alone his kids' own names. Oh, sometimes I tape the words onto your guitar. Yeah, and who cares anymore now that my bass has been blasted with clear coat? Actually, I noticed the other day that some of that clear coat was kind of coming off of there as I smacked the strings around. And not as much as I thought it was, actually, or I wiped a bunch of it off. Poor thing. Ew, it was dirty. It gives it character, right? It's not unusual, because, yeah, like I say, it blows my mind that Cole is able to remember all the words to all the songs that we play night after night, performance after performance. Do you have air conditioner? Do you have to condition your strings at all, Allison? No, John, I do not, because they're weed whacker strings. Yeah, I don't know how he manages to pull that all out from, it's literally just, I mean, Cole believes that looking at the words while you're playing is cheating. And if you have to look at the words, you don't know the song. So like I say, I can't do that. I cannot. I'm not there yet. And, I think you got to play a song a good 100 or more times before you can, without thinking about it, move through it like that. Mm. I'm a cheater. I am too, Karen. I can't. It blows my mind. And Steinkerns, everybody. This is 2 empty cups now in this single show. I gotta go fill it up. Fill my cup up. Yeah, and it doesn't help that, like, Cole's our lead guitar player. So when we're doing a show, he is thinking, without talking to all of us, he's thinking in his mind, how does this song go? Which song are we going to play next? And as soon as he remembers how it starts or how the words go, he just starts playing it. And then we all jump in. Well, sometimes there's only a couple songs that do this to me, but sometimes we start playing a song and I think, oh yeah, I'm so excited we're playing this song. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, this is the other song. So, not with, like I say, because he doesn't say, hey guys, let's play, for example, let's play Long Shot, which is a G song. Long Shot's played in the key of G. So why don't you just bet on me? Well, so is Rock Salt and Nails. I'd load up my shotgun with rock salt and nails. If the ladies were blackbirds, if the ladies were thrushes, I'd lie there for hours in the cold, chilly marshes. If the ladies were squirrels with their high bushy tails, I'd load up my shotgun with rock salt and nails. Like I say, so why won't you just bet on me? Just a little of your loving will set me free. It's the same song, like literally. So I will think we're playing one song and we get into it and I'm like, oh shit, it's the other song. So it's amazing to me what he has in his mind, and to follow along with that sometimes it's just there has to be a certain amount of I don't know, like unspoken communication to be able to play along without saying, hey guys, we're going to play this song, hey guys, we're going to play that song. So and he doesn't, he can't really stop to say that either, because he's literally kind of like, oh no. But what happens is it takes him a second to figure out which song we're playing and how it starts, but it also takes me a second to figure out which song we're playing. And so sometimes I sound like a bit of trash right before I sound good. All right, so that was quite the tangent, but yeah, good music. Does it mess you up, Wyo, if you hear a song and then the song after it is out of order of the one you thought it should be? Does it mess you up? Does it mess with your OCD? I like that song. That's a Tyler Childers song, Rock, Salt, and Nails. It actually might be a cover song that he did that might even be older than that, but um, I actually really like that song. You guys are cracking me up. Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah, and Karen and I wanna play together. We might have to do some, I don't know, some sneaky stuff to make that happen for you guys one of these days. If my kid can make an entire video on my phone and me not get any of the notifications and all of that stuff, and then, then I'm sure that he can help us make that happen, Karen. Oh, that's why I don't prefer love music. I like that song though. I do. And and honestly, then like, okay, we're gonna take our love song, but we're gonna take it to like a different level. Like, what about, songs about friends, a man named Curtis Lowe, that kid, the kid loved Curtis Lowe, and or we play one called Clayton Mulaney, and it's kind of the same thing. It's from like a younger kid's perspective of, I remember the day that Clayton Mulaney died. Nobody ever knew it, but I went out in the woods and I cried. It's a good song. But it is a kind of a love song, but again, more about his friend than about love. So, I think if it's a situation that we can relate to, that's gonna help for that song to be a success. That's gonna help at least get it listened to, if not a number one. We're not shooting for number ones here, by the way. I mean, that would be great, but as long as people can relate to the song and the story or the situation, or it invokes a familiar um, situation or memory for people, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a successful song out of that. Do you prefer love music? Oh, Vicky, I love that. She just kind of snuck a little jab in at Jeff there. She was like, "You don't prefer love music? I'll have to get out our old love CD." Oh, Jeff, I'm sorry. Uh, again, those moments, like again, if you've got a CD of songs that you played at your wedding, that can take you right back to that moment, and you can remember all of the happy faces that were there and things like that. So um, not every song does that, but there are a few in this world that just hit you, and then that association never goes away. Um, again, like neat things with like Alzheimer's and music, how people who are kind of lost and in Alzheimer's can be brought back, can be kind of awakened. Uh, a song can take you right back to that place and time. So music's interesting. Rocks can do that too. I gotta kind of tell on a local guy of mine here. He was like, yeah, yeah, I got a rock collection, but it doesn't mean shit to anybody. It's just a bunch of rocks, and they're not even very great. But I like, I'll pick one up here, I'll pick one up there, and it'll remind me of that time when I was with this person, or that time when I was at that place. Or he's like, so I mean, they're sentimental. They've got value to me, but otherwise they're just rocks, he says. And I was like, that's cool. I have some rocks that do that too. When I look at that rock, I remember that hunt that day with my kid, or I remember, whatever happened, so honestly, my rocks can do that too. I find that very interesting. Did you really, John? Yeah, yeah. It's wild. It's wild. Vicky. Oh, that's awesome. I bet he actually does. I bet he does, Vicky. She doesn't mind my horrible voice. Whatever, Jeff. uh, yeah, I don't know if I've ever been that kind of moved by an artist passing. Have I? I mean, I might have been a little bit rocked. Right? That's amore. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of a different chat we're having in here today. I mean, we're usually kind of, this kind of rock focused, not that kind of rock focused. And it's been this has been kind of a fun thing. I mean, I wouldn't want to do this all the time to you guys, but it's been kind of fun to hear, again, some of these reminiscence of, what music does to us and where it takes us and things like that. And the artists that matter to us. Is it the same kind of sorrow when you hear that they closed the polka dot mine or the, you know, uh Spencer Opal mine or something? Is it the same kind of like, oh no, we'll never get Tom Petty again. We'll never get Spencer Opal. Yeah, it's been fun. It's again a little different than what we usually do, but yeah. Again, I made a comment the other day. My older friend Janice, she says, I just can't multitask like I used to anymore. I used to be able to do 5 things at once, and now I'm lucky if I can only do 2. And I laughed at her just a little bit, and I was like, there's a fine line between multitasking and ADHD. And she was like, hey. Oh. And really, I mean, it was a self-reflection more than it was a, a statement about her. Mm-hmm. Oh gosh. Why did it take me all day to get that one thing done? Because I was doing that one thing while I was also doing 4 more things. And I just bounced back and forth between the bunch of them until I at least got one thing done. If I'm lucky. There's a fine line between multitasking and ADHD. Oh. Yeah, we play some Tom Petty in the band, of course. Hey, Kelsey's kid, which one do I have today? I should know by now which one we're saying hello to. Is it Jordy or Molly? We all say hey Kelsey, but I think we're gonna find out which kid we're talking to. Like I say, I should have it figured out by now. But I don't. I'm waiting for an answer here. Yeah, hey kiddo. It's a prairie kid. It's Molly. Oh, Molly. Welcome and thanks for watching today. We've had kind of a different show today. And again, not good weather for rock hounding. Ha! One of these days. One of these days. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you looking at the window because we're not turned around and doing rocks. I'll be right back and we'll say our salutations. We'll sing the song and all that fun stuff. Oh. It's not 79 here. I think it's only reached that like once or twice this whole year. Oh, the deer flies are horrible, chubby hubby. Biting little sons of guns. And cheers to Molly, said Karen. That's awesome. Yeah, Molly, if you haven't checked out Karen at Ozone Fine Art Ventures, you maybe should. She's a rock girl. And us rock girls, we got to stick together. There was no more coffee. And it might be an unhealthy addiction, so don't judge me, but I like to just have my Red Bull straight, suck it straight down through a straw. Not a sponsor. What website? Will one of my mods please share Karen's channel for Miss Molly? Thank you so much, Bear. And Molly, if you just click that link, it should take you right on over to Karen's channel. And if you, I know your mom will love this, but go ahead and subscribe for your mom and you. And then come back and watch the rest of the show while we sing the song and say our goodbyes. Please sponsor us, Red Bull. We love you. Oh, that's a good idea, not. I was going to do something while I was up. There was a reason why I had not fully sat down. What was it? I really don't remember what. Turn the furnace on at this time of year. Exactly, Rufo, but it's freezing up here. Angie's back. You've never had one, Boot? Don't do it. It's like drinking a Smartie out of a can. It's like drinking candy. Don't do it. Yeah, I don't actually drink a lot of pop, but I should probably not have Red Bull. Well, Molly, don't drink Red Bull. Otherwise, we got to get you over here and teach you how to do stuff with your rocks and get you out rock hounding. You don't got to be just like me. You can be just like you, but you can do some of the same things I do in your own way. And I'll help you do it. Ooh, Angie. I've made a lot of those as I was a bartender for 10 years before I did this. I've made a lot of those, and even just the smell of that could give me goosebumps. There was something I was going to say or do or say before I sat down. I am excited for the 4th. Are you excited for the 4th? Is everyone excited for the 4th? That's another thing. I'll be right back. I'm slightly insane and there's something wrong with me. I hoard fireworks. Hi, my name's Allison and I hoard fireworks. I also hoard rocks. Oh, shoot. I've decided I'm gonna actually stop doing this year. We got the zippers and the bangers and the poppers and the whistlers and the zing-dings and the wingers and the wangers and the... I'm gonna stop doing that. I do not hoard cats, thank goodness, chubby hubby. Cats is expensive, I know. I sell cat food now instead of making vodkas and Red Bulls. And I know cats are expensive. So yeah, I've kind of, maybe I'll keep some of these because these are my favorites. These are amazing. These little crazy kings. Oh, mine! Mine! Of course, one single person can't possibly have too many sparklers. You know, the good ones with the wire inside, right? You guys know what them are for? All right? You know what them are for, right? Don't say the word in the chat. We'll get demonetized. Just kidding. Yeah, so that's, I mean, I think there's some more of these too. Can you do it live tomorrow? Are you still not well, Miss Molly? Are you going to go out and have fun, or are you still not feeling very good? If you're home and not feeling good, I will do my very best to get you some fireworks action on your TV. But if you're going out to party, then by all means come back and check it later. Poor Molly, she's been just not well for, what, a week now. Poor little thing. I'm feeling better. Good. Well, then good. Hopefully we get you to light some off too. Remember when you used to live across the street from me and I used to just terrorize the neighborhood? We'll probably do that some tomorrow, and then I'm going to Kevin. So if your mom and dad want to bring you to Kevin, we're going to go blow some stuff up. That gets very interactive. Kevin does, like I say. So yeah, no one person really needs to keep this in their house, 365 days a year for the two days a year that you can actually do fireworks, New Year's Eve and 4th of July. I think it's time. I think it's time to kind of thin the collection a little bit. Crackling whips, those are I like them little sons of guns. Ground flowers, they're fun to throw in a bucket of water and watch them in the water, blow bubbles, all that fun stuff. I'm a blow it up fan. I'm a big dork for fireworks. I hope there's no wind tomorrow too, but it's been plenty wet. Oh, good. Maybe I'll do a drive-by bombing at your place there, Molly. Maybe I'll drive by and throw some M80s in your yard. Wake your neighborhood up. Ground flowers are cool. I like ground flowers, yeah. And the crackly things. And the things that knock so hard that they rattle your chest a little bit, like mortars. Isn't that what that? Yeah, artillery shells. Ooh, that's kind of a good idea, Bear. Yeah, I call these, the big ones, I call them bucket busters. Because we will literally take a, plastic 5-gallon bucket and fill it up with water, and it'll explode the bucket, usually first, second, third try. Buckets don't last long, so we call them bucket busters. But yeah, even when you throw those in the water, they still are quite obnoxious. Ooh, imagine if that would have been by the stove the other day. That's what I'm shouting, Jeff. That's what I'm shouting. But don't put them in the toilet. Agree, Bear. Just a bucket. Just a bucket is good. Which whistle that are in the big block? These ones? These ones? Saturn missiles? Not my favorite. Obnoxious little sons of bitches. Oh yeah, and then, these ones are like those are like the ground flowers, only bigger. Those were some of my favorites when I was a kid. They still kind of are. But yeah, I like the stuff that goes up in the air. Stuff that you can feel take off. I don't have a whole lot of that left over. And my big cakes too, I put off all my big cakes last year. They go high and explode. I don't know. They go high and they explode. I don't know. Did he? Jeff, that's awesome. Oh, hey, man. I mean, if you're gonna decommission an old remote control car too, you might as well strap a bomb to its ass and send it out in a final farewell. I am not a good influence. Wait, what is that? Says Angie. It was a remote control car. I've totally allowed my kids to strap a mortar to it, which should not go off on the ground. But in a controlled environment, you know, like out in the Badlands or something where you're not going to catch grass on fire, you might as well send that puppy to space. Don't say the B word. What's the B word? I gotta know. Stealthy ninja. Yeah, for science. You guys cracked me up. Yeah, I gotta stop though. This is insane. I don't have room for this in my house. This is dangerous to keep in my house. It's gotta stop. Oh, the B word. Yeah, the B word. That's what the sparklers are for. And the duct tape. Yeah, I'm a bad influence. The bottle rockets. Anyone ever shoot big bottle rockets into the water? Yes, that is fun. And I don't know why I like to throw fireworks in the water, because we don't even have any water around here. Thank you, Molly. We did too when we were kids, where we would take the big soup can and put water in it, and then put the little soup can and drill a hole in it, and then you'd stick the firecracker in the little hole and put the cans together, and then when you lit the firecracker, that small can would come out of the big can, and that small can would, you know, oh man. When we were kids, we would just, and you'd go fetch the can, and you go set your little thing up again, put it back in the big can, light the firework, and then you'd have to go get the can and bring it back. Oh, hours of entertainment. Yeah. This has got to stop though. And I think, by the way, now it is time for my children to take over this tradition. They should start entertaining me with their expensive explosives rather than me entertaining them with my expensive explosives. It's about to be 4th of July 2.0, where the kids take over. Yeah, it was my grandpa who did that with me as well. I'm having like a lot of family over. Good. I'll come mess up your neighborhood for a quick minute. M80s are fun. Yeah, we did that with just the regular firecrackers with the little can. We use lols. Super glue bottle rockets pointing in one direction. Yep, I remember doing that too, John. It's amazing you know, and I let my kids do that too. I can't tell you how many times they're out there experimenting with fuses and things, you know, or even all the way down to like, you get a rock or a hammer or something, you get the cap gun string and you're out there just smashing the crap out of the cap gun thing with your rock. You know, I mean, like, it was always, I was allowed to experiment and play, and I might have almost hurt myself more than one time, you know? I mean, there might have been a few times when I scared myself and was like, hey, that's smarts. Let's not do that again. And lucky enough, you know, I came out with all my fingers and eyes. But yeah, how many of us, like my kids, had spent many hours crunched down in a little ball, twisting fuses together, you know, trying to get everything lined up just right, just to light it off and get it to about halfway before it, you know, or whatever, you know, twisting fuses together to make the little spinnies. And, you know, yeah, I mean, how many of us had repurposed fireworks for something other than what they were intended for? uh, yeah. The 80s were a lot of fun, weren't they? The 90s really weren't bad either. Oh, all of us. Maybe that's what's wrong with the world today. Kids nowadays just aren't spending that time scrunched down, twisting fuses together, and it shows. Oh no, Molly. Oh no. Bear, that's epic. Oh, yeah, yeah, bottle tip over and the firecracker flew straight through the open front door, through the living room, and barely made it through the back door before going boom. Oh, and Angie says her younger brother got a cap gun and she ruined all the caps. Yes. Angie, they're not timid in this neighborhood. Mm. Very good idea there, John. Of thinning the herd. Sandmaker. Oh, yeah. Agree. Wow. Yes, Boot, that's what we were just talking about, smacking caps with a rock or a hammer. Uh, a mortar? A mortar shot your brother in the crotch. Oh no, oh my gosh, no. And Bear, it was amazing. Pucker factor through the roof, followed by pure joy. I can relate to that. Nothing makes you feel more alive. Woo. Oh gosh, yes. Yes. And on that note, may we all have a safe or, you know, at least moderately survivable celebration of our independence this this morrow. Oh. Again, some might even consider me to be adult supervision. Some might not. Oh, exactly. Do not try this at home. The good news though, Angie, is I don't drink, so I'm not that kind of adult. I'm not the one who drinks all day and then tries to light stuff on fire. Oh God. But yeah, I have bad ideas. Oh, yes. No. I don't, yeah, right? Right, John? I mean, it really is a perspective thing. Like using the term kid loosely. We should also use the term adult loosely. Oh, let's sing the song. It's getting to be a minute now, and I've got stuff I have to go do this afternoon. Get ready to go blow stuff up. Oh God. Yeah. Whew. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I agree. It's so much fun. All right. So yeah, music, rocks, and explosives today. Some of my most favorite things. And with some of my most favorite people too. And it's all right, on that note, let's sing this. You know what? The only thing that we're missing here is some balls. It's some balls. And I'm just gonna hold them and play with them while we sing this song, okay? Oh, pretty rocks out on the prairie. Pretty rocks are everywhere. Pretty rocks for us to look at. Pretty rocks are everywhere. There's a pink one and a green one and a blue one and a yellow one. And they all are very pretty. And they all are everywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching. In a world where you can choose to be anything, choose to be kind. See you all again soon.